Here we are above the Mobile World Congress, and Robbie Bach from Microsoft, who I recorded last night but somehow failed to record on my smartphone, has kindly agreed to come back and do it again. Now, Robbie, what are the ambitions for Windows Mobile here? You've got a phone with you, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think the way to think about Windows Mobile and the work we're doing here is basically, we want to produce an experience for people that is beyond just doing telephony. We want to produce an experience that includes music, includes video, includes all the things that people want to do on a phone. We think about our corporate mission as being a computer on every desk. Well, you should think of this as, a phone in every pocket.
You're not really there yet, though, are you? You're very proudly saying we've got 20 million handsets with Windows Mobile last year, but that's out of 1.3 billion.
Well, if you look at the 1.3 billion, though, the vast majority of those are what you'd call feature phones, which are basically just about doing voice calls. We're not in the market just to do voice calls. We're in the market to expand into new functionality, new areas where people can participate in new experiences. So again, music, video, photos, browsing, messaging, email, etc. All the things that people need to be able to do.
Is it going to be a better experience on the mobile than on the desktop? Not everyone is convinced that Windows is a brilliant experience on their mobile.
Well, I think the thing you have to think about is it's going to be a different experience, and that's the way it should be. We don't think of it as, oh gosh, we need to quote unquote bring Windows to a phone. Instead, what we do is we need to bring our software experience and apply that to the phone, because certainly the way a phone interacts, the form factor, the screen size, etc., are going to be different, and we have to make sure we produce a great experience in that new environment, and I think we're doing that today with Windows Mobile.
Now over there, they're talking about Google Android rather than about Windows Mobile. Are you too worried about Google Android?
Well, I think we'll see what Google decides to bring to the marketplace. We don't have a lot of details about the direction we're going. Certainly, I don't think it changes our approach or our strategy. We have 5 years of experience in the phone business. We work with 160 operators, 50 OEMs. So I think we're very well positioned for the future and very well positioned to compete successfully.
Now that's a Samsung, but you've just done a deal with Sony, haven't you?
Yeah, that's right. I've got one of those as well, so I can.
Swiftly produced out of his pocket.
Produce that out of here. And
now, why is that important? Why are you getting so excited by the fact that you're on a Sony?
Well, Sony Ericsson to me is one of those manufacturers who's been very successful in the consumer space. They've been successful with the work they do on photos and music with their Walkman brand. And they're one of the top 5 handset manufacturers in the world. This now means that 4 of the 5 handset manufacturers in the world are using Windows Mobile. And that positions us in a very good space.
Finally, how big are your ambitions? Because a lot of people would say you're never going to be the force on mobile that you've been on desktop. Thankfully, a lot of people say. What would you say to those people?
Well, no, I'd say, look, we want to produce great work, and we want to do great work on a phone. Certainly, we have an expectation that we can be a leader in this market space. We're ahead of Apple today. We're ahead of RIM today. We're going to continue to grow, and customers will speak. If we produce the right experiences, they're going to get phones that have Windows Mobile on.
Robbie, you're a very kind guy, and I hope this time it's actually stuck.
Well, we'll check the recording and see.